Hi everyone, welcome. How's it going? It's Tamsy Fae. I'm Tamsy Fae. I don't know why I always say that. But anyways, welcome. Tonight I thought I would do some full moon readings. If you do want a full moon reading, you can just write join. After join, just write moon with your zodiac sign. If you want a moon reading, but I'll answer any questions that you have, obviously, like always. Yeah, but I did want to read a little thing from the Moonology book because it's a super full moon in Aries. So I just thought, this is the last super moon of the year. So what that means, what NASA says it means, is that when the moon is in the orbit circle thingy, I don't know. When it's a little bit closer to Earth, it's called a supermoon. So spiritually, that means that we get a little bit more energy from the moon um, than the other moons, even though we get energy from the moon anyway. It's just when it's a supermoon, it's a little bit more energy. But this one is a fiery climax energy. So it's extra fiery, passionately, I think, that is going to bring us in the next little while. So, with this fiery energy, it can bring a lot of love and passion and that sort of thing. But it can also, sometimes when we get a lot of energy, like I've said before, we can also use that energy to bring out the negative side in us. So, it's a good idea to keep that in mind that when you're going into relationships and conversations and that sort of thing, that you are listening to other people's opinions and keeping your own emotional beings in check and not bringing our emotions into situations that don't require our own emotions. You know what I mean? Anyways, well, I just wanted to say that because that is kind of like what I'm kind of aiming for with some of these readings tonight, to keep that in mind. But I'll just switch the screens and go into the readings. There you go. I know the full moon is tomorrow, by the way. It's just I won't be alive tomorrow, so I thought I would do it tonight just to have some fun. Mhm. Awesome! Hi, how are you? Hi, everyone. Like, there's so many people to like name everybody now. So awesome. Oops, I'm losing all the cards. How did I come across this evening? How did I come across this evening? Okay, so how did awesome come across this evening? How did awesome come across this evening? Huh. The King of Wands. That's some good energy there. Hmm. So, the King of Wands is, in charge. Well, not in charge. All the kings are like the leaders, right? So I do feel like you came across as being independent and um, knowing whatever it was that you were trying to accomplish this evening. The King of Wands also like represents that the King of Wands is also a natural, like, down to earth kind of type of person. So I do feel like whatever it was, you came across as just being your natural self, is what I'm trying to say. The Seven of Wands. For the Seven of Wands, um, I'm not sure why you're wondering why you came across, how you came across this evening, but with this Seven of Wands, it does feel like you were determined or confident in what you were saying. Again, with the magician also represents, confidence and being determined and, um, you know, the one in power or in charge or whatever that was for you. For the Page of Swords, it's more about what they think. So it's like, I feel like whatever it was, if you were like thinking of new ways on how to communicate, or if you're thinking of a new way of how to express yourself, if that was something, I don't know if that was on your energy or their energy, whoever you're talking about here, but yeah. That's what I got for you, awesome. Hi, Lima. Hi, Tanya. How is everybody? Hi, Dottie. How are you? A coffin of royal energy. Yes, exactly. You said it perfectly. Awesome. Does Paul want me and our relationship, or does he want it to end? Okay, so let's see. What does Paul want out of Dottie's relationship? Let's see. How does Paul feel about Dottie? The cards are just being very specific here. Hi, Theo. Let's see. There we go. Can't really see that, can you? Ooh, they're all like light. That's some good energy. For the High Priestess, the High Priestess is an energy about having visions and dreams and fantasies. So I do feel like Paul does think about you. Maybe even worry about you a little bit. I feel that energy, especially with the Hermit right beside it. The Hermit too. I don't know if Paul is like wondering something spiritual about you, or I think we discussed that last night that the two of you were spiritual or something like that. I also feel like there's an energy about like a valuable connection going on here as well. With the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Cups is like a lots of love. The cup is overflowing with love. So I do feel like Paul definitely loves you. I feel like there might be a little bit of worry about you for some reason. I'm not sure what that is about. There's a Knight of Swords as well. For the Knight of Swords, all the knights always represent love, so you know that, right? So I do feel like there's a love for sure. I also feel like there's an energy of wanting to experiment, so I'm not quite sure what that is for you. Um, I do feel like there's some changes coming between the two of you. I'm not sure what these changes are. I just feel like there's going to be some changes. Sometimes in relationships, the more you're with someone, things do just change naturally. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Everyone's changing all the time. So that's what I got for you. So I don't see anything about Paul running away from you at all. You're welcome, Daddy. DL, current feelings and intentions towards VF. Current feelings and intentions towards VF. Let's see for Caramel. DL's current feelings and intentions. Let's see. For the Queen of Pentacles, I do feel like there's an energy about DL being nurturing and caring and trying to feel grounded and trying to be down to earth. I can really feel that energy. I also feel like DL is trying to focus on his internal instincts and internal intuition and that sort of energy. You have the Knight of Pentacles as well. So I do feel like there are definitely some sort of feelings between DL towards VF. So I do feel like these intentions are good intentions. You have the Two of Cups too. So you know what the Two of Cups means, right? Love, romance, attraction, all that good stuff. Um, Maybe even a stronger connection than before. Also, there's the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is in the dark, so I feel like DL is kind of like starting to or is struggling to see a future with VF, or VF is struggling to see a future with DL. I'm not sure which one of these this energy is picking up, because the Two of Wands is in the dark, so I do feel like it's more about fear of the unknown, fear of planning, fear of not knowing what options to take next or which steps to take next, whatever that is for DL. There's a little bit of a struggle going on there. That's what I got for you, Caramel. Hi, Lucinda. How are you? If anyone is just joining, I am doing full moon readings. I know the full moon's tomorrow, but I won't be live tomorrow, so I'm doing full moon readings tonight if anyone wants to know or have a full moon reading. Yeah, for the full moon readings, you just write like join moon with your zodiac sign, just kind of like the witchy thing. You set up my wish for you now? Oh, cool. Thank you, Dottie. Emily, does my father want more children? Huh? Does Emily's father want more children? Let's see. Ooh, the Ace of Wands, the Magician, the Sun, huh? For the Ace of Wands definitely represents that it's something that's on his mind, definitely something that he's thinking about. Can't deny that. You know, the Ace of Wands is like a possibility, a new possibility, something to think about. The Magician is like, can I manifest this? Do I have the power, or can I actually manifest more children? It's like something that's on their mind. I do feel like he's able to have more children with the Magician. You also have the Sun. For the Sun being in the light as well, I do feel like there is an opportunity or a potential opportunity for it to be successful. You have the Strength card. For the Strength card, I do feel like maybe they're worried about if they are strong enough to be a father and carry on that father figure. But also, you know, the Strength card is also about being proud, so I could also feel I'm being proud to be a father. That's what I got for you, Emily. You're welcome. What is my feelings about Paula? What is M's feelings about me today? So what is M's feelings about Paula today? Ooh. What are M's feelings towards Paula today? For the Ace of Swords, I do feel like M is thinking about you, Paula, for sure. I also feel like he has a new idea or new clarity about you. So I don't know if he's recently, or if M's recently noticed something about you, or thought about something new about you that they didn't think about before. You know, there's the Five of Swords too, so I really feel like there's some deep thought going on there. I do feel like there's an energy about needing time to think or wanting, or just thinking in general. I also feel like there's an energy about um, they're not going to give up on you, or they're not going to give up on whatever this energy or whatever this feeling or idea is about you. I do see the Black Crow there, so I don't know if M is going through a phase of transformation, but I do feel like their thoughts and feelings are changing a little bit. I don't see it as a bad or good thing. I just kind of like, there's just some changes going on there. There is a Two of Wands. It is in light, so that is a good sign. It means that M is thinking about what the future would be like with you, and like trying to have more clarity of what that future would be like with you or about you. The Two of Wands too is also about um, figuring out if they're on the right path, or like thinking about the path of the two of you together and what that would look like, and how to visualize that kind of energy. You know, there's the moon. The moon I feel like the moon is maybe some things about M that you don't really know or you're confused about, whatever this energy is for you, you know? Yeah. We could bring some clarity. I got the moon cards out. Let's get some clarity on the moon card. What is the moon trying to tell us about how M feels about Paula? Ooh, it's time to release any negativity. So I don't know if M's trying to release some negativity or if that is something that he needs to do before he can clearly visualize what he's trying to visualize about you. I don't feel like that's a bad thing. You know, releasing negativity is always a good thing. And sometimes full moons do bring those types of emotions and energies out on us. Yes, I do see a strong, yeah, it is a strong romantic connection between the two of you for sure, Paula. Midnight, to work for tomorrow. Excuse me, sorry about that. Work for tomorrow for midnight. Midnight, work for tomorrow. What's going on at work tomorrow for midnight? He's so hot and cold. Ah, yeah. I think it's because he's thinking. He's thinking things through. Yeah, he has a lot of thinking cards. Oops. Let's see. Ooh, thinking. There's more thinking going on here. For the Ace of Swords. For the Ace of Swords, I do feel like, there's going to be a lot of thinking going on at work. You got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands is both kind of like thinking things through. For the Ace of Swords, I do feel like there's an energy about making a breakthrough at work. I also see like it's a good time to start whatever it is that you're planning on starting at work tomorrow. I also feel like there's an energy about having some little mini successes or victories going on. Yeah. For the moon season, I feel like is maybe a little bit of situations that may be lacking some clarity within your work. But I also feel like this energy might be about like really trusting your intuition on how to make these decisions or how to win these little victories that may be coming up for you. Yeah, the King of Pentacles in the dark though. So I'm not really sure why the King of Pentacles would be in lucky. It's looking so good, and then it's like, eh. So I don't know if there's going to be like a situation that I feel strongly that you can get through it. But I don't know if you're having doubts about the situation or not having that confidence that you can go through with it or get it done on time or whatever. I'm not sure what your work life is, but I do feel like there's kind of like an energy is like, because if the King of Pentacles was in the light, it'd be like very proud of their work. So in the dark, it's kind of like not really being as proud of what they've accomplished, kind of thing. So I'm not really quite sure what that is for you. You have the Ace of Wands in the light, so I do feel like you're going to be inspired. I also feel like you're going to be maybe teaching someone or training someone, or maybe you're going to be the one learning something. But I do feel like that is also a possibility for tomorrow. That's what I got for you. You're welcome. Macaroni. Hi. Can I get a general for next week? Thanks. Okay, so a general for macaroni. A general for macaroni. Let's see. These ones really want to come out. Okay. Oh. General for the next week. So for next week, I do see the Nine of Pentacles is in the dark. I do feel like this is an energy about standing on guard and like reevaluating yourself or reevaluating a situation going into next week. So I don't know if you're reevaluating this situation because of an opportunity. So I don't know if you're considering on missing this opportunity on purpose or if you're worried about missing it from not getting something else done on time. I'm not quite sure what this energy is for you for next week. With the Sun in the dark as well, it's kind of about, could also be about some lack of confidence or self-doubt, whatever the energy is. But I also feel like maybe you're worried about delaying things. I don't know if you know what this opportunity is and you're worried about it being delayed or not being done on time, whatever this energy is. I feel like that is something that um, you're going to be worried about or thinking about. You have the Two of Swords in the dark as well. I feel like whatever this is, I feel like it's going to be a struggle because it's going to be hard to decide. So I feel like there's going to be more than one choice or two choices or two opportunities or two things going on, two different situations. Like, where do I put my time and focus? In this situation or that situation? Kind of energy is what's coming through. Then you have the Page of Swords. For the Page of Swords, I do feel like whatever the outcome is, it's going to be good. I feel like you can get good news or a good outcome of whatever this situation is with the Page of Swords. I also feel like there's an energy about maybe even being inspired with a new idea on how to make money, or a new idea that is going to help you with your work life situation, whatever that is for you. I also feel like there's an energy about standing up for yourself or standing up for justice, whatever that is in the workforce or whatever the situation is. I just feel like, you may have to stand up for yourself or stand up for someone else. That's what I got for you. You're welcome, Macaroni. Alima, Nikhil's intentions behind his controversial conversation today. Should I trust him? Okay. So should Alima trust Nikhil's intentions and conversation? Let's see. These two seem to really want to come out, so I'm not quite sure what that is about. Let's see. I feel like they were together for some reason. Okay. They're all in the dark. The Fool. I'm not sure if this is a combination of your energy and Nikhil's energy, Alima, that just all came pouring out like that. But for the Fool is like taking a chance, like being optimistic about whatever this is between Nikhil and yourself. I do feel like I'm not sure what I don't know. Well, I'm not sure. I don't know at all what that conversation is between the two of you, but I do feel like it's kind of like um, whatever it was. I feel like it was innocent. And I do feel like there is you know nothing negative about that conversation in general, but it did come out with the Three of Swords. So I do feel like there's an energy about questioning how to move forward from whatever that was. I don't feel like it's kind of like a bad thing or anything. It's just kind of like taking the time to think about the situation and like whatever it was. I do feel like it was an emotional, and I do feel like there was an energy about taking time to think or rethink whatever was said or whatever happened between the two of you. I do feel like there's an energy about struggling. So I don't know if Nikhil is struggling with other things or other responsibilities, whatever that is. I do feel like the Hermit as well. So I do feel like the Three of Swords and the Hermit are kind of like saying the same thing, that Nikhil needs more time to think. I'm not sure what they're trying to think about. I don't know if they're trying to figure out, their work-life situation with a romantic love situation kind of thing, or they're just like struggling with that. Some people are really good at balancing their work life and home life, and where other people are more about all work and then struggling with not working kind of situation, like the home life situation. So I don't know if that is something that is going on with Miguel. But there's also the Seven of Swords in the dark. So, like, with all the sword cards, it's kind of like everything is in his mind. He's just thinking, this is not what's in his heart. It's just what's all in his mind, all what's in his head, And I feel like he's trying to be responsible. I feel like he's trying to hold on to old ways or old traditions or old things between the two of you, whatever that energy is. The Five of Swords is in the dark, but I feel like it's more about trying to compromise and trying to overcome whatever challenges this is for him, or whatever challenges he is facing with other things, and how to sort all of that energy out. That's what I got for you. But there's nothing here that I see for him not to trust you, or that he's lying, or any of that. That's what I got. Hi, Alice. How are you? Hi, Anna. Cooking with a Dash of Magic. How are you? We're doing moon readings or general readings, whatever kind of reading you like. I'm doing great. Hi, Blessed One. How are you? I think Nightbot is sleeping. I don't know what he's doing, but he's not telling me who's next. Oh, okay. Huh. I wish you luck, Alima, between all that. I feel like there's a lot of things going on in Nikhil's mind for sure. Hi, Theo. No message. Is there a question you would like, Theo? Hi, Amara. How are you? Is Theo still here? Do you have a question, Theo? Maybe just skip to the next person. I don't know what Theo's messages are. Yeah. Everybody, if you want to join the list, just try to remember to put a question. I just don't want to tell somebody something they don't want to know. Tanya, is GE in love with me? Okay, is Tanya. So GE in love with Tanya. Is GE in love with Tanya? Huh. Ooh, 8 of Cups. Oh, I think you have your answer there. That is funny. Sometimes the cards give like very direct answers. For the Eight of Cups, I do strongly feel like he's walking away, like GE is walking away from something. But I feel like GE is completely confident in what he's walking away from. He's not looking back. He's not bringing that with him at all. But with the lovers, I do feel like there's love, romance, passion towards you for sure. you know, the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is in the dark though, so I do feel like he's not really putting a lot of focus in the long-term goal of this, or like he's just not really planning ahead or what's to come for him. I feel like he's just kind of like, just gonna live the moment. I'm just gonna enjoy it right now. It doesn't mean that he doesn't have long-term intentions towards you at all. It's just kind of like that's not really on his mind right now. He's just kind of like living in the present moment. But he's definitely let go of the past. Um, for the tower is like he wants to rebuild that foundation. He does want to rebuild something. So that is something that he is motivated to do at this time. Um, he's not sure how long it's going to take to rebuild, or I feel like it's more of a rebuilding because he's letting go of so much, so he's like kind of starting new. But that's what I got for you. Feels like something's holding him back. Yeah, maybe it's just because you let go of so much. He's trying to rebuild that, with the tower. Yeah, sometimes when you let go of a lot, you can sometimes feel a little lost or empty. So when you're trying to move forward, you know, you need a moment. That's what I got for you. Lucinda, Moon in Gemini, Sun, Cancer, Rising, Capricorn, Moon. I hope this moon gives you luck. Okay, so moon reading for Gemini. So what the new moon, not the new moon. I don't know why I was saying new moon. The full moon in Aries, what that means is it's also a super moon, so that's extra energy. This full moon in Aries for Gemini is about when you're working with other people or networking with other people to grow a success, whatever you want to put your focus and energy in to be successful, it's about keeping your connections lighthearted. So when you're trying to work with someone else, like not really a love connection, but when you're trying to work with someone else, or if you're trying to accomplish a situation with someone else, don't get too close to them. If it's a new friend, a new coworker, whatever the situation is, like just don't tell them too much about yourself at this time, just because of the energy. Like I was saying, I don't know if you have seen my intro. My intro is about because there's like a fiery type of energy with this moon, it can make us either be like overly loving and sharing and caring, or go in the opposite direction. So keep that in mind in your conversations, but we'll see what the moon has to say as well. Let's see here. Ooh. Oops, there's only 4 cards. I don't know why I took up 5 cards, but there's only 4 cards. I lost my spread for this one. Here it is. Right, I took out a full moon spread so that I know. I don't remember all the spreads perfectly. Yeah, so there's 4 cards. So the first one is about emotional themes that is calling your attention. So this is what's calling your attention is love. Love needs attention. So I don't know if it's someone that you are in a relationship or someone that you care deeply about, a friend or a family member who is seeking your attention right now. I feel like whatever these feelings are, they are reflecting to what is important to you right now. For the tower is about the truth underneath your surface. So kind of like what's on your subconscious mind that you're not really putting a lot of focus and energy into right now. For the tower in the dark, I feel it's about letting go of some negativity, or letting go of some fears, and like facing those fears. Or if you can't face those fears, at least nurture them and care for them and recognize them, so they're not interfering with other things that you need to get done, or things you need to do, or other sort of things like that. So I'm going to refresh my screen again. I don't know why it's being weird again. It was so good last night. Tonight it's going to give me a hard time. then for where your energy has been going and where you need to redirect it. So it's the devil. So I don't know if you've been struggling with um, um, I don't know if I don't want to say like addiction, but like struggling with doing repetitive things and not really getting out of that energy, like overspending money or overeating or just some of those things. I just feel like it's kind of like maybe just do more of it in moderation, kind of energy. For the devil too, I also feel like there's an energy about wanting those sensual pleasures. So I don't feel like that is a bad thing at all. Um, so I feel like there's an energy of like, redirecting your energy. If you have a lot of energy, you can always put it in that if it's a good thing for you. Like redirect your energy into the good things and not things that are pulling you away in a negative way. For the King of Pentacles, this is what will connect you to the truth path that you're supposed to be on. So if you're questioning about if you're on the right path or not, the King of Pentacles is suggesting to not be so obsessed with materialistic things and kind of like be comfortable and proud of where you are. Yeah. Uh, it also is about kind of like having that open-minded change too is what I'm feeling. I don't know if any of that made any sense for you, but oh no, love, yeah, that person from my past comes and goes in my mind. Ah, I see. Maybe it's about letting that go or do something about it. Hi Claire, how are you? Awesome. Is my manager uh she spoke to the exclusive about my request. Okay, so this is about Awesome's manager who spoke to the exclusive. Okay, about the request. Let's see. Oh, good, Lucinda. Okay, super manager. I gotcha. I see. So are you wondering if your manager is lying that she spoke to the exclusive? I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that word. The super manager about your request? Let's see what the cards have to say. You're welcome, Lucinda. And thank you for clarifying what. I keep taking out 5 cards today. I don't know why. Usually I take out 4, but today I just keep going. Let's just see what this has to say. For the 9 of Cups, in the light, in the dark. I feel the energy already, I guess. I don't know why I'm confused. If it's in the light, it's about, success and everything going well. But because it's in the dark, I do feel like there might be a little bit of, I don't want to say a lack of connection, but it's kind of like a lack of representing you, maybe, or a lack of representing the situation kind of energy. I'm not quite sure what that is. There's also the Six of Wands. For the Six of Wands, I do feel like your manager did speak to the Um, you don't think you spoke to manager about it? Okay. I feel like she did speak to the manager about it, awesome. I just kind of feel like, I don't know if she was like clear on what you wanted her to speak to them about. I do feel like she spoke to somebody. Maybe she just spoke briefly and expected the other manager to just understand what she was saying, kind of thing. And it wasn't a clear communication, because there's also the Eight of Pentacles in the dark. So I do feel like there's kind of like a work relationship, kind of like neglecting situation going on here. There's also the Two of Wands, so I do feel like there are some changes. I feel like these changes are about the future in your work situation. I'm not sure what those changes are going to be, but I do feel like there's some changes there. I took out the Judgment, not sure why, but I want to come out. The Judgment in the dark is kind of like doubting or like hiding behind their ego. So I don't know if they represented your request in a way where it didn't make them look bad. It didn't make her look bad, you know? Kind of energy is what I'm picking up here. So I don't know if that is something you were thinking about, but I'm funny. I'm glad I'm funny. I wouldn't want to be boring. I would rather be funny than boring. No one wants to watch someone who's boring, right? Yeah, I don't see anything awesome about you not being protected at work. I just kind of feel like there was kind of a very vague explanation of what you wanted. So, what the outcome of that is going to be, I'm not sure. But it does seem to be like there's going to be changes in your workplace. I'm not quite sure what those changes are, if that affect and how that will affect you. But I don't feel like there's anything like bad that was going on there. There was nothing negative. You didn't get it. Oh. Yeah, that's what the cards were saying. She didn't represent you properly. Yeah. Because she was kind of like hiding behind her own ego, so she didn't want to get in trouble for whatever reason, you know? Not quite sure what that was about. Alice, messages from angels and guides, please. So, can we get a message from Alice's spirit guides or spirits or whoever wants to give Alice a message? Can we get a message for Alice from spirits or spirit guides? The Fae, if any Fae want to give some messages. Let's see here. Four of Swords. For the Four of Swords, I do feel like there's an energy about taking a break or just feeling overwhelmed with everything that's been going on. But I do feel like there's an energy about taking a break and like listening to your heart and listening to how you're feeling and listening to your intuition. I feel like it's more deeper than your intuition, like more deep of how you're really feeling, and listening to that. You have the Nine of Cups, so I do feel like you're loved and there's happiness coming for you and fulfillments and even romance, you know? I feel a lot of that energy for you. There's a Judgment too, so I feel like there's a new beginning or a new start to something for you. Um, like a rebirth experience. So I do feel like whatever this um, is kind of like about being true to yourself, like really listening to what your heart is telling you, really listening to how you feel, is what they want you to know. There's a Page of Pentacles. I feel like with the Page of Pentacles, I don't know if you're like waiting for some good news or if you're just gonna like receive some good news or an invitation to something. But I do feel like that is something that is coming for you as well. I feel like whatever this is for you, it's about manifesting something that you've been wanting for a long time. So I don't know what that is for you, but I do feel like whatever it is, it's in the works of being manifest for you. I also feel like there's an energy about, um, I don't know if you've been trying to work on something, like trying to learn something or trying to work on a new skill or improve a new skill that you have or something like that. But I do feel like that is improving. That's what I got for you, Alice. Caramel, will DL romantically connect with VF in the year 2023? Huh. Will DL romantically connect with VF in the year 2023? Oops, that one came flying out. A Five of Cups. Five of Cups is in the dark. So I feel like there's challenges that need to be overcome first, Caramel. I'm not sure what these challenges are. What are these challenges that DL has to overcome before coming to meet VF? The Hierophant. I feel like there's things that he needs to learn, or there's things that he needs to work on in order to make that happen. Not quite sure what that is. Yeah, I feel like there's no energy of like a yes or no question here. It's just, there's some obstacles in the way, and then it's all like based on figuring that out. Now there is luck, there is destiny, so there is hope there. It's just kind of like figuring all this stuff out. It's kind of like what will determine if DL will romantically connect with VF in the year 2023, I don't know if like DL lives far away from VF or what that situation is, but what good changes are coming for my wife in the next months? What are some good changes coming for Paul's wife? What are good changes that are coming for Paul's wife? Ooh, Lovers is in the dark. For the Lovers in the dark, I feel like your wife is going to be going into a crossroads where she's going to have to be faced with some decisions. I'm not quite sure what these decisions will be, but I do feel like it's going to make her think back to her childhood or think back about her past and reconnect with something from our past. Doesn't necessarily mean about reconnecting with a person from our past. It's reconnecting with emotion or a feeling or whatever that is for her spiritually. I'm feeling like it's more of a spiritual connection from her past that she's going to have to decide if she wants to carry on with that or try something new. With the Two of Swords, whatever decision she makes, I do feel like that is going to decide on which path she's going to go into her future. Um, yeah, I just feel like the Two of Wands is kind of about these two choices, following a path that started a long time ago or continuing with a brand new path. Um, I do feel whatever it is, she does have the energy for this. She does have the focus for it. I feel like whatever it is, it's going to take some um, planning because I feel like it's something that she's not used to. I feel like it's going to get her out of her comfort zone. That might be a little bit of a challenge for her, but I feel like she has the energy to do it. She may be pushed in that direction. From, the universe sometimes has a way of making us do things we don't want to do sometimes for a good reason, You have the Eight of Pentacles in the dark as well, so I do feel like there's an energy about having an active love life. I do feel that. Sometimes when you're going through a spiritual awakening or you're trying to figure out something spiritually, you know, sex is a good way to do it because sex just changes all those chemicals within our bodies that will really heighten our intuition and our instincts and all of that. So I do feel like that is something that is going to be required. If she's aware of this or not, I don't know, but yeah. I also feel like there's an energy of like whatever this is for her is going to be about releasing a lot of negative energy. That's what I got for you, Paul. Is SK saying anything to M about me? Is SK saying anything to M about me? So this is for Paula. Is SK saying anything about Paula? The Hangman, the Hangman. I feel like whatever was going on between SK, whatever you think that they said about you, I feel like it's more about them having a new perspective about you, seeing something different about you, or thinking something different about you than what they were before. Not quite sure what that is, but you do have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is about being confident and having empathy with you and like siding on your side, whatever that was. I also feel like there's energy about um, feeling a little bit more connected than they were before towards you, whatever that is. I'm not sure what your relationship is. The Temperance is in the dark, so I do feel like there's energy about having an imbalance. So I don't know if they're like trying to weigh what they're thinking and how they're feeling together and like trying to figure those emotions out. Like, why do I have this new thought about Paula when I didn't have that thought before? They're just kind of like trying to figure that out, whatever that was between the two of you. I do feel like they're going to try to play it safe and go in the middle road and, just not lean on one side or the other, whatever that means. You have the Four of Swords in the dark. So I do feel like this is about being tired and like not wanting to think about it right now. Maybe they're going to come back to it another time. But I do feel like there's energy about delaying whatever this is and trying hard not to think about it too much is what I got for you. Oh, trying to cause problems with you? Okay. Not sure why she's doing that. Okay. Well, you have the Temperance in the dark and with the Hangman. So I do feel like there's an energy about whatever it was. SK was like changing her mind. Not really changing her mind, but has a new thought about you. I'm not saying it's good or bad. It's just kind of like trying to figure out what they thought about you before to what they're thinking about you now. Maybe she's confining in M just to see why she has a different perspective of you, or like what getting more information about you is kind of the energy more than like anything negative. I just wanting to know more, but I feel like she's not really going to put too much effort into whatever this is to try to figure it out too much. That's what I got. She's asking him, okay, probably. She's probably asking him, yeah, to clear why she has whatever she's thinking. Kind of like to clarify her thoughts. Dottie, Moon and Sagittarius. Moon and Sagittarius for Dottie. So for Sagittarius, this new supermoon in Aries brings Dottie a high of creativity. So you're going to feel this new moon energy may make you feel a little bit more creative than usual. And I feel like when you get this sense of creativity, this energy, you're going to want to express it. And I feel like you're going to try to figure out how to express this creativity energy that you're having. So I feel like a good way to do that is to ask people how you can express that creativity. I don't know if you're going to be like expressing it in like artwork or something, whatever is sparking your creativity. So I don't know if it's like dancing or art or whatever kind of that sort of thing where you can be creative. It's about talking to others to see how you can get that creative out to other people, if that is something you wish to do. That is something that the new moon can bring for you. But let's just see what the cards have to say. What do the cards have to say to Dottie about these feelings? Let's see. The Six of Swords. For the Six of Swords, this is the emotional theme. This is what's calling for your attention right now, or the moon is calling for your attention to right now. For the Six of Swords, I do feel like this is an energy about you transitioning and trusting yourself and trusting your intuition, like really trusting yourself and really trusting your intuition. Um, hmm I do feel like there is an energy about releasing any negativity so that you can move on and you can move forward in a positive light. You do have the sun in the dark, and this is more about the truth that is underneath the surface. So this is the truth that's like hidden in your subconscious mind that you're not really putting a lot of focus and energy into, but maybe something that you should think about putting your energy into. For the sun in the dark, it's about um, releasing that negative mindset and having that confidence and like working on boosting your energy. And yeah, I don't know if you've been trying to delay things or like put things off that needs to be done, but I feel like whatever that is for you, maybe it's time to try to get it done. Try to finish whatever you might have started a while ago. For the Page of Wands, this is an energy where your energy has been going, where it's been going, and what will happen if you redirect your energy, kind of thing. For the Page of Wands, I do feel like it's about being inspired. You're also the Sagittarius, so I do feel like you're going to be inspired with some creativity or like wanting to be creative or just thinking of new ideas. It doesn't necessarily have to be something artsy, just something that's a new idea that you want to work and focus on. And I do feel like if you redirect your energy into that, it will it will put you on the right path of where you need to be on during this full moon phase. The Four, this is what will connect you with the true path that you're meant to be on during this time. And I do feel like it's destiny. It is in the dark, but I feel like it's in the dark just because the cards or whatever wants you to focus on whatever this creative or whatever this idea is for you. If it's a project that you started a while ago and haven't finished, maybe now if you finish it, luck will turn around for you. I just feel that energy. But whatever it is, I do feel like you are on the right track in general, though, Dottie. Hi, Theo. I think I missed your reading because you didn't have a question. But you can join the list again. Unless you did join the list again, I'm not sure. Blessed one. Blessed one, do you have a message? Oh, you have? Okay, awesome. Blessed one, do you have a question? Does Blessed one want a general? Okay, general. I was just going to ask you if you wanted a general. Okay, general reading for Blessed one. General reading for Blessed one. That one wants to be out. Four of Wands. A celebration. Ooh. Luck is on your side. General reading for Blessed one. Hi, Cameron. General reading for Blessed one. Ooh. Let's see here. For the Four of Wands, I do feel like there's a celebration. So I don't know if it's like a celebration with your family and friends, or if it's just a celebration within yourself, just feeling a success, like you've accomplished something, kind of energy. I also feel like there's an energy about having that confidence and having that recognition. So I don't know if like someone's gonna be grateful for the help that you've done or grateful for something that you did for them. I just kind of feel that energy. For the Wheel of Fortune, I do feel like you're on track. You are doing the right you need to be doing right now. You are on the right path. I also feel like like I said, like luck is on your side right now during this time. You have the Three of Swords in the dark. So I don't know if you've been thinking of some negative energy or you've been thinking about some negative thoughts that are not really serving you on this path. So I do feel like there's energy about being worried about being too focused on these thoughts that they may take you off the path that you're on, you know? Not quite sure what the energy is. You also have an energy about being optimistic and going through some spiritual healing and that sort of thing as well. I also feel like there's energy for forgiveness. So I don't know if someone's going to forgive you for something or if that is something that you're going to just forgive yourself to be able to move on to this new light. You have the King of Cups, so I do feel like you're emotionally supportive. I do feel like you're loved. I do feel like maybe someone's trying to give you some advice. I don't know if that is what this is about or not, but I do feel like whatever they're trying to do is they're trying to give you their good intentions. Like I don't feel like they're having bad intentions. Maybe you don't want to hear what they have to say to you, but I do feel like they're trying to be on your side and trying to be supportive. Um, mm-hmm. That's what I got for you. Last one. I wish you luck on that and figuring out to try to let go of any negative energy. You know, new moon gives you new energy to have positive thoughts. Amira, how does Dandre really feel about me and his intentions? So how does Dandre really feel about Amira right now? How does Dandre really feel about Amira right now? Dandre. Okay. Let's see. Page of Wands is in the dark. They're all in the dark. For the Page of Wands, I do feel like there is an energy about thinking. Um, I feel like they're thinking, and I feel like there's an energy about them wanting to limit themselves. I don't know what they're self-limiting themselves about. I just kind of like feel like that maybe they're just in like some low energy or just some negative energy right now. There's the Emperor. The Emperor is also in the dark. The Emperor in the dark, I do feel like there's kind of like an energy about Danji being a little bit immature or emotional about a situation. I'm not really sure. I also feel like he's kind of like in a situation where he's kind of feeling stagnant, not knowing which direction to go into, kind of thing, you know? There's a Ten of Swords in the dark as well. So I do feel like whatever this is recovery. I'm not sure what Dendre is recovering from, but I do feel like whatever it is, kind of like rebuilding himself, like rebuilding what do I want, and kind of like contemplating some ideas or, you know, contemplating those intentions. For the Eight of Cups, I still feel like he's kind of like in a stagnant kind of mood, kind of energy right now with the Eight of Cups in the dark as well, you know, like just trying to accept things how they are, or I feel a little bit of stress going on here. I feel like whatever the stress is, kind of like unknowing which direction they want to move into, you know? No, that really didn't really answer your questions, but I don't feel like that. I feel like that is what's on Dandre's mind right now. Alima, will Nikhil meet me? When Nikhil meets me, is he looking for intimacy or has genuine emotions? When Nikhil meets Lalima, is he looking for intimacy or has genuine emotions? So, what are Nikhil's intentions towards Lalima? For the Ace of Wands, I do feel like there's going to be a rush of energy when Nikhil meets you. I feel like it's going to be a rush of passion and love and intimacy and all that sort of thing. I do feel like he's going to be able to maybe look ahead a little bit. I'm not quite sure what that energy is or what that means for you. For the King of Pentacles, I do feel like he's going to be confident in whatever that is. I do feel like he's going to feel like a generous lover and like be all into you kind of energy. But because you have the Justice, I feel like there might be a little bit of an imbalance of his intentions. I don't really feel like he's putting any focus into what his intentions will be. Um, that's his current energy. But I feel like when he sees you, those may change. You know, with the Justice, it's kind of like trying to do what's right and like trying to figure out how to move forward in whatever direction, like whatever to do after they meet you, you know, like trying to make decisions of how that's going to look kind of energy, you know, and trying to be responsible about it at the same time. The Judgment is in the dark. Um, so I'm not really sure if there's going to be like some doubts going on here or if it's just about avoiding things, you know? Um, yeah. Maybe it'll be just about how to move forward from whatever after they meet you, like how to move forward. I feel like that energy isn't really being picked up at this time, you know? Manil, why did your views, I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong, your views stop interacting with me altogether, all of a sudden? I hope you didn't use me. Okay, Manil. So what happened to your views? Why did they stop interacting with Manil? Hmm. For the Nine of Cups, I feel like Yavuz just kind of like lost interest for some reason. I'm not sure why they lost interest, but I do feel like um, they didn't feel like they had a good connection there for some reason. For the Seven of Cups, I do feel like they had choices. So I do feel like maybe there's somebody else that they feel like they have more of a connection with for some reason. Um, the Hanged Man. For the Hanged Man, I do feel like there's an energy about self-sabotaging themselves. So I feel like maybe they have some regrets about that. I'm not sure, but I do feel like they're just kind of self-sabotaging themselves in general right now. Not really in a good place. You have the Ace of Wands in the dark as well, so I do feel like they're taking time to think things through, and they're not really planning what their next moves are or whatever that is for them. They're just kind of like, you know, maybe a little stagnant, a little bit of what their choices are. But yeah, sorry about that, Manil. Kind of sucks when they do those things, eh? Claire, how are his feelings for me? Will he reach out? Okay, for Claire, how are his feelings for me and will he reach out? How are his feelings about Claire? For the Ten of Cups. For the Ten of Cups, I do feel like there is an energy about feeling connected and thinking about romance and that sort of thing. I do feel like that is something that they're thinking about. I also feel like they're thinking about how to explore their feelings more and how to learn more things about you. I do feel like this is kind of like a learning stage with whatever that is for you. There is a Seven of Pentacles though, so I do feel like whatever this is, they're kind of like thinking things through. They're just not going to brush into anything. They're still like contemplating what this energy is, or what they're feeling, kind of thing. There's also the Temperance that also backs that up, you know? They're kind of like weighing what they think and how they feel and how that is going to go together. There is a Six of Pentacles, so they are trying to figure out how to give and take kind of scenario, you know, how to make time for you and how to make time for all their other responsibilities, whatever that is. Um, so I do have a feeling that he will want to reach out to you soon. I just feel like he's trying to figure things out, but I don't see anything negative if you're the one that reached out to him first. Um, Yeah, because I feel like, you know, the give and take is kind of a thing. So I don't know if you're just sitting there waiting for him to reach out to you or like wondering if you should be the one to reach out to him. But I feel like he's kind of like thinking the same thing. Like, will she reach out or should I do it first kind of thing, you know? That's what I got. Dottie, would I do a video about maybe, maybe one day. We're thinking about moving. So if we move, I'll do that in our new place. Lucinda, will I be able to open up a business or work in a company anytime soon? Will Lucinda be able to open up a business or work in a company anytime soon? There we go. For the Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups is in the light. So I do feel like there's the energy of letting something go and starting something new. I do feel that for you for sure. I also feel like there's an energy about um, looking for something new, but also looking for the truth about something or looking for clarity about something on how to get it started or how to look about whatever that is for you. You have the Ace of Swords in the dark. So I do feel like you do have some unrealized um, potential or opportunities that you haven't quite tapped into. I also feel like whatever this is, it'll take some time. I do feel like there's some financial delays about how to get started for some reason, or just a lack of planning for the finances of this project or idea that you have. You have the Chariot, so I do feel like it's a good path for you. I do feel like you'll get some lots of public recognition here. I do think it'd be a success. For the Chariot too, I feel like there might be a little bit of obstacles in your way, but I do feel like you're going to be able to overcome them. It may take some time to overcome them, but I do feel like it's the right path for you, the right decision for you. For the Six of Wands too, I do feel like there's an energy about having that, you know, badass success energy. Like you could do this. I also feel like you'll be making some progress with it. What are the next actions of Nikos towards me? Okay, so for Theo. So what are the next actions of Nikos towards Theo? You're welcome, Lucinda. Ooh, what are the next actions of Nikos towards Theo? Let's see. The Six of Cups. For the Six of Cups, I do feel like there is some pleasure, or Nikos is like wanting some of that pleasure. You know, I can feel that energy. I also feel like there's an energy about um, a reunion. I don't know if you two have met previously, but I do feel like they're anxious about meeting you for sure. I also feel like there's energy about the Six of Swords is in the dark. Huh. For the Six of Swords, I do feel like they're they're wanting to change or they're thinking about changing. I'm not sure what this energy is. I feel like it's more about like I don't know if it's like they think they need to change their perspectives or if they need to change what they have going on in order to make the next steps towards you. You know, I just feel like there's an energy like trying to release something to go towards something, whatever that is for you, or whatever it is for Nikos. You know, there is a Ten of Cups though, so I do feel like Nikos does want a commitment, is looking for happiness and romance and commitments, contentment and that sort of thing. I do feel like they want to have that success and express their feelings towards you. I just feel like for some reason there's something that's kind of like pulling them back for some reason. The Seven of Cups, I do feel like they're kind of like waiting. I don't know if they're like waiting for the right time or what that is, but I do feel like they're not really knowing how to make progress on what their next actions are towards you. So I don't know if this is kind of like a situation where you're the one, Thea, that's you have to decide what your next actions are towards them, or what this energy is. You know, I don't know. Maybe the full moon tomorrow will change that energy and will help Nikos decide what he's doing and what his next actions will be. Hopefully. Paul, do you still see a future with my wife? Good times together. Do you still see a future with my wife? With Paul's life? Good times together. Huh. Let's see. Hmm. For the Seven of Swords. For the Seven of Swords, I do feel like there's an energy about being responsible and thinking things through. I'm not quite sure what that means for you, Paul, but I do feel like there's an energy about being stuck on the old ways. So I don't know if like one of you are like stuck on how things used to be, and then like one of you are like struggling on how to move on from that into changing things up a little bit. You know, I'm not quite sure what that energy is for you, Paul. There's the lovers. I definitely feel like there's love between the two of you and romance and passion and all that sort of thing. The magician too. I do feel like you two can make magic together, like literally. But I also feel like there's an energy about, having some clarity and like using your skills to connect to each other on a different level. Maybe try to have some new experiences and try new things. And try to let go of some of this old ways of how doing things. There's a Hierophant in the dark. The Hierophant in the dark, I do feel like there's energy about, again, like sticking to the old ways and not wanting to open up to new ideas and new things and I feel like there's a little bit of loss of faith. So I don't know if you guys have lost your faith between the two of you, and that is something you need to work on together, on deciding on how you're going to move together in a positive light kind of energy. But there's definitely love going on there. That's what I got for you, Paul. Caramel, is DL sexually involved with another woman besides VF? Huh. Is DL sexually involved with another woman? Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands honestly is a yes card, but it's the Ace of Wands, so it's kind of like a new person. So I don't feel like this is a person that is in their life currently. I feel like they want to have a sexual involvement with someone new. You know, the Ace of Wands is like a new energy, a new beginning, a new person, a new partner, you know. It also represents an opportunity of passion and energy and, you know, all that stuff that the fire brings. You know, fire is about sexuality and romance and all of that hot stuff, you know. Let's just see. High Priestess is about intuition. It's in the light, so it's the truth. That's the truth, that they do feel like they want a new person. The Ace of Cups is in the dark, so I do feel like they're a little bit overwhelmed with emotions, and I feel like they're kind of like disconnected with their own emotions right now for some reason, or they're disconnected on how to move forward, um, how to connect with someone on that level at the same time. I do feel like DL has a lot of self-doubts and negative energy around them. Even though they want all these positive things, they're just not really putting a lot of energy and focus in getting what they want. It seems to be the issue. But yeah, that's what I got for you. Yeah, the Queen of Swords is in the dark. It's definitely like, you know, having unstable feelings and kind of like erratic emotions and not really knowing how to move forward on what their emotions are. That's what I got for you. Yes, I do, Dottie. Yes, I do. Cameron. Cameron want a Leo reading. Leo reading for Cameron. A Leo reading for Cameron. Oops, for some reason one of my cards is the wrong way. There we go. I fixed it. A Leo reading for Cameron. Get a Leo reading for Cameron. Ooh. For the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles is about give and take. So I don't know if you're due for a collaboration with somebody, Cameron, but I do feel like that is something that the cards want you to do. You have the Four of Wands, so I do feel like there's a celebration. So I don't know if it's a celebration with family or a celebration, just an inner celebration within yourself, but I do feel like you're going to feel successful and happy and all that energy. You have the Ace of Wands in the dark. So I do feel like there's some kind of situation where you're going to have to rethink your decision or rethink what you're going to what your next moves are going to be. I do feel like whatever this is, I feel like there's going to be need to put more work into it, more focus into what it is. So I don't know if it's about working with someone else where you're going to have to decide on how to collaborate together, or if it's about deciding who you're going to collaborate with kind of energy. You have the Four of Swords, so I do feel the Four of Swords is about you taking a break so you don't feel overwhelmed or kind of energy. I feel like it's more about yeah, just taking that break and like having some time for yourself, Cam. That's what I got. Some self-love is what I'm trying to say. You're welcome, Caramel. Sibia, hopefully I'm saying that right. I am so sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. How will N treat me in the future? I reported him. Okay, so how will N treat Sibia in the future? The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is in the dark. Huh. For the Knight of Wands in the dark, I do feel like there's some frustration going on there. For the Emperor, I do feel like they're trying to get on top of things. They're trying to keep their focus on their work. I feel like they're trying to think of what actions they're going to take next. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if they're feeling like they need to fix whatever mistakes they did. I don't know why you reported them, but I do feel like they're thinking about something like, how do I fix that? How do I take my next actions on in whatever that was, you know? There's a Nine of Cups. For the Nine of Cups, I do feel like they're gonna figure it out. They're going to I don't feel like they took you reporting them in a negative way at all. I feel like they took that as an advantage in how to grow themselves, how to fix themselves, whatever that was for them, you know? I feel like they took that as a good thing. I do feel like that changed their perspectives on what they were doing. So I do feel like they took this as like a learning thing, and now they're just, you know, having a moment on how to decide what their next moves are going to be, kind of energy. That's what I got for you, Sibia. For harassment? Okay. Huh. Well, I do feel like they've learned from that. Wajaha, hopefully I'm saying that right. Does have any love feelings for me? Does he think about me? No contact. Huh. You're welcome, Sibia. So this is for Wajaha. I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I'm horrible at saying names. Kuadar? Okay, what are their feelings about them? Let's see, what are the feelings going on here? Wajia? Okay, so for Wajia. Am I saying that right? I'm like the worst at saying names. The Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is in the light, so I do feel like they're thinking about you, and I do feel like they want you to recognize them. They want you to know that they see you and have feelings for you, and all of that energy. It's a fire card, so you know fire is about that boost of energy and passion, attraction, you know, all that sort of thing. The Nine of Cups is in the dark though, so I do feel like there's energy about feeling exposed. So I don't know if they've told you how they feel about you or they're scared about telling you how they feel about you. They're just kind of like keeping it to themselves. They don't want to feel exposed, you know? I'm not sure why, but there's a Six of Cups in the dark. So I do feel like maybe this is not the good time to tell you how they feel for some reason, or they're worried about the timing of when's a good time to tell you how they're feeling. But I do feel like they're definitely thinking about you and are hoping that you're thinking about them as well. The Tower is in the dark. So I do feel like there's some fear about obstacles that are between the two of you. I don't know what the obstacles between the two of you could be, but I do feel like whatever it is, they're a little bit of scared and they're kind of like um, trying to avoid, um, a, avoid an accident happening or avoiding um, what this is. I don't know if it's avoiding disappointing you or disappointing their family. I'm not sure what this energy is. But yeah, they definitely have feelings for you. They definitely um, are thinking about you. They're just worried. There's a lot of worry here. They don't want to have, yeah. That's what I got for you. Okay, you're welcome. Caramel, what we, what will love bring to VF in October? Okay, so what will love bring to VF in October? What will love bring to VF in October? Hmm. For VF, it says that the Ten of Cups, for the Ten of Cups, I do feel like there is an energy of contentment and commitment coming for you. For VF. For VF, I also feel like there's an energy about having some success and like working on their balance. Like balancing their alignment. Your alignment is your mind connecting with your intuition and your instincts and all of that sort of thing coming together. um, the Page of Swords, I do feel like someone is going to reach out to VF. Um, Not sure who this person would be, but I do feel like might be an invitation of something, or just a message of some sort. It's in the light, so I do feel like it would be a good interaction between the two of you. You have the Four of Pentacles as well. So for the Four of Pentacles, I do feel like it's about trying to be responsible and looking ahead and planning sort of energy. You have the Moon and the light too. So I do feel like there's an energy about um, listening, like really trusting and really listening to your intuition and trying to figure out what your intuition and what your heart and what your feeling is really telling about you. I feel that energy for you. I also feel like there's an energy that there might be things about yourself that you're unaware of. So I don't know if there's like any energies around you that you may be blocking you from finding love or blocking someone from loving you for some reason. Well, we can see what the moon has to say. We can clarify. Let's clarify what the moon has to say for Caramel. What does the moon have to say for Caramel? Let's just see. It says it's a time for healing. So I don't know if that resonates with you at all, Caramel, but a time for healing. So I feel like if you have anything at all that you need to heal from, spiritually or emotionally, is a good time to heal that, and that would unblock any energies that may be blocking you from VF finding love. Any energies that might be blocking VF from that, and open them up a little bit more. That's what I got. Yeah, if anybody wants a moon reading, just write moon with your zodiac sign and we can do more moon readings if anybody wants one. Oh, good night, Dottie. I appreciate your visits. Thank you. Does anyone want a moon reading or any reading if anybody is watching? Just write join to join the list. Libra. A new full moon reading for Libra. A Libra says that with the full moon energy, that your partner might be a little bit more needy or might seem a little bit more needy than usual to you just because you're feeling a little bit more lazy and temperamental right now with this new moon. New moon. I don't know why I keep calling it new moon. The full moon energy. Um, yeah. I do, and it also says that you may feel like you need to make your partner happy, and that could be exhausting. So just know that it's the new moon, the full moon's energy, and not your partner being too needy. Let's see what the cards have to say. Ooh. For the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles represents the theme of this, the theme that is calling your attention right now. So for right now, the Queen of Wands wants you to know that you need to nurturing yourself and the people you care about, as well as being practical and staying grounded. You have the Page of Cups in the dark. For the Page of Cups in the dark, I do feel like there's an energy about resisting your feelings and resisting whatever that is. I feel like there might be some disappointments. Um, I feel like the disappointments are kind of more about something being canceled or something being a little bit oversensitive for some reason, or someone being a little overly sensitive towards you. You have the Empress. The Empress is also in the dark, so I do feel like you might have some family problems or financial problems, but I feel like whatever this energy is a little bit about being in stagnant energy, and again, being emotional or overwhelmed. You have the Death card, so there are some big, profound changes coming for you. Um, for when big changes happen, they can bring up a lot of emotions that might be causing this energy. It's also about not focusing on things that are destructive right now. That's what I got for you. Oh, Dottie, I'm not mad at you at all. I'm not Dottie. I'm not mad at anybody. What do you see about me in my life? Huh? What do I see about Dottie and her life? You're addicted to my reads? Oh no. I hope I don't keep you awake too late. I know you need your beauty rest. We all need our beauty rest. Um, the Star, I do feel like you're blessed by the universe, Dottie. I do feel that. I do feel like um, whatever your expectations are right now, I do feel like they will be fulfilled eventually. I do feel like you're going through some spiritual healing, and I feel like you're going to be blessed during the spiritual healing as well. You have the Knight of Swords, so I do think you're going to get some energy to be more productive and have that ambition to get things done. I'm not quite sure what you have to get done, but I do feel like whatever this is you're going to be able to have the confidence and the energy and the power to succeed. I also feel like there might be some changes coming for you. There's the Ace of Cups are in the dark. So I do feel like you may feel a little unmotivated, but you have the motivation. So I don't know why it is like you have the motivation and the ambition, but yet you're being um, kind of like not wanting it at the same time. I'm gonna try to refresh my screen. I don't know why it disappeared on me. I don't know what happened to my camera. The last one you had was the Wheel of Fortune in the dark. The Wheel of Fortune in the dark is about I don't really want to say bad luck, just kind of like your wheels aren't turning for some reason. It's like, you have all these things to do, you have the ambition and drive to get them done, but then I don't know if this energy is about like not knowing where to start first kind of energy of how to get it done. But I do feel like you are on track. You are able to do it. It's just kind of like feeling a little bit stuck right now and where to get started kind of energy. This is what I got for you, Dottie. You're welcome. Caramel, moon reading Taurus. Ooh, Taurus. Taurus, it's about facing your fear during this full moon phase. So it's about being gentle to yourself as well. So if you can't face your fears, then it's okay to give your insecurity some TLC. It's about you may also feel a little super emotional because of the full moon's energy. It's just the way it is, where the moon is placed and all that. It's not really anything in particular. So keep that in mind. So let's just see here. The Lovers. The Lovers is what you need to put your focus on, like what is calling for your attention. The Lovers is in the dark, so I don't know if you feel like you're at a crossroads and you have to make choices, but I feel like whatever these choices are, that I feel like it might, like whatever these choices are, whatever these decisions are that you may have to do or put your focus and energy into, make sure you have a good open communication and whatever's going on, you have, the other person is understanding what you're trying to say to them. You have the Three of Cups. This is the truth about something that is underneath the surface, like something that is in your subconscious mind. And you have the Three of Cups. So I don't feel like, this is not really a bad thing, right? If maybe you've been thinking about having a girls' night out or just having a time out with friends and family or just ready for some excitement. But I do feel like that is something that's on your mind. Maybe it's just hiding under the surface, but it's there. Um, that sounds like some good positive energy. You have the Ten of Swords in the dark. This is where your energy has been going. So for the Ten of Swords, I feel like whatever it is, I feel like you've been trying to recover. I feel like the recovery is more about trying to recover from money or like trying to get money for something or trying to save your money. I'm not sure what this is necessarily. I feel like whatever it is, you are coping, and I do feel like things are going to get better. Um, hmm I do feel like there's an energy about being preoccupied with something else. So I don't know if that is something you need to redirect your focus to or not. You have the King, not the King, I was going to say the King of Swords. The King of Swords is about having some clarity and like a better understanding of your situation. But the Knight of Swords is about um, having that ambition to make some changes. And this one is also about what will connect you to the path that you're supposed to be on. I don't feel like you're off your path right now. I do feel like the path that you are on is a good path to be on. But in order to stay on the path, it's about being open to the idea of making some changes and having the ambition to be able to, pave the way for that path, if that is something you need to get through. Also about just listening to yourself, but like listening to other people's opinions as well, and not being too judgmental about their opinions. You may not like their opinions, but I feel like there's kind of like some energy as well as here is like having that open communication, making sure they're understanding them, but I also feel like there's energy about making sure that you're clearly understanding what they're trying to say as well. That's what I got for you. Hi Maha, how are you? Love and careers reading during and after full moon. Ooh, the full moon is tomorrow. So we will go with tomorrow. So, love and career reading for the full moon energy. I am doing great, thank you. Huh. Some interesting energy here. The Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, I feel like this is more about your career right now, Maha, rather than like a love situation is what's been picked up. So for your career, the Six of Swords, this could be a career or love, whatever the situation is for you. I do feel it's about using your mind, like using your logic on how to move forward in a positive way. But the Six of Swords is in the dark, so I do feel like I don't know if you've been thinking or considering about leaving your work for something else, just because I feel like there's a little bit of energy of you struggling. So I don't know if there's something that's happened in your work or if there's something you want to change about the work that you're doing. I just kind of like feel that energy. But the full moons does bring a lot of crazy energy, You know that, right? Because you also have the Six of Cups. So I do feel like there's energy of you walking away from something, or someone. It doesn't necessarily have to be a work. It could be a walking away from someone. Um, I feel like it's more of a situation. So I'm leaning more towards work than someone. For the Eight of Cups, I do feel like there's an energy about looking for the truth and like looking for something that will really inspire you and motivate you and that sort of thing. You have the Chariot. The Chariot is in the dark, so I do feel like you're kind of like at a pause where you're not really sure in which direction you want your path to go into. Kind of energy as well. I'm not sure if you know what that is for you, but for the Chariot, I also feel like there might be some obstacles in your way. I'm not sure if you're aware of them or not. Yeah. The Seven of Pentacles, I do feel like there's some kind of waiting going on here. The Seven of Pentacles is about, looking at your long-term goal, like trying to plant your seed and like wondering when it's going to grow kind of energy. It's kind of like, what's going to happen when this grows or what kind of plant did I grow, Sometimes we plant seeds and then we forget which ones we planted. So is this going to be like a tomato plant or something else, I just kind of like feel that energy for you. I also feel like you're not ready to give up, even though you're considering about giving up. So I don't know if you're like giving up a relationship or a work situation, or if it's just something that's hiding beneath the surface for some reason. I don't know if any of that made sense, but that's what I got for you, Maha. You're welcome. Thank you everyone for joining me tonight. I appreciate all of you so much. I will be back on, I'm not sure if I'll be back on Sunday. I will definitely be back on Tuesday for sure. If you want to come check me out on Tuesday, you can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, X, Threads, or Discord if that's something you want to do. But yeah, I hope you all have a good night, and or whatever time it is for you. But I'll see you next time. Bye.